I'm here to tell you right now, if you aren't using automations in your business, you are probably losing way more money each month than you even realize. And tell me if this sounds like an experience you've had. It's Saturday night, you're finally home after finishing an event, and then you check your phone and bam, there are 3 missed inquiries from earlier in that day. And by the time you respond, 1 already booked elsewhere. And that's the thing, that's money gone forever. And here's some statistics that I found to back that up. Approximately 78% of customers choose to purchase from the first company that responds to their inquiry. And realize first, not best, first. Here's another one. Responding to leads within the first 5 minutes increases conversion rates by up to 8 times. I'll leave those studies linked in the description for you to check out. That just goes to show you people don't just sit around waiting for a response. If they don't hear from you quickly, they will move on. And this is exactly why automation matters. So if you're new here, new to the industry, a new entrepreneur, let me give you some really quick context before we dive into automations. So there's a CRM called HoneyBook. A CRM is a client relationship management system that I have been using for over 3 years for my business. I actually started out using HoneyBook immediately after I decided that I was going to start a photo booth business because it's where I manage inquiries, contracts, invoices. I keep client communication organized. It's not like in a million places in my inbox. It's all in one place. It is everything. I love HoneyBook so much. I've done a video in the past on automations, but there is a new update. It's Automations 2.0, and I want to talk about it because it is a total game changer. Before, the automation system was super useful, but it was a little rigid. You couldn't customize it as much as really I needed to in my business. So now it is way smarter, way more flexible, and it lets you set up workflows that actually work the way your business does. And here's what makes this version even better. Number 1, conditional logic. A condition allows your workflow to go to different steps based on if a criteria is met, so a yes or no answer. Next, there's multiple triggers. So automations now start based on actions, like if they complete an inquiry form, if they completed a booking form, or if they made a first payment. That part in of itself, I love the action segment of the automations feature now. And next is there's so much better workflow organization. No more messy, one-size-fits-all automations. You can now set up different workflows for different types of clients. I actually offer HoneyBook setups with Own Your Moment Co. And the last client that I was working with, we set up automations for wedding clients. We set up automations for self-service photo booth clients. We set up an entire workflow automation for corporate clients. There is so much you can do with this now, which is a game changer, and it's really so exciting. So let's dive in. What do you need as a photo booth owner to have? Like, what are some of the automations that you need to have in your business? And so I believe that there are 4 essential automations. You can obviously have more, but I'm gonna talk about the 4 that I think are the most important. They're gonna save you hours every week, and you're gonna book more clients without chasing leads. So the first one that you're gonna need is some sort of inquiry and booking automation. This is going to be your biggest one, your longest one, because it's gonna have so many follow-ups. But this is, I also like to call this stop leaving money on the table automation. And the goal with this one is gonna be converting leads into paying clients fast. The first step is an inquiry comes in and then boom, an auto reply is sent immediately. This keeps them engaged. And typically this email lets your client know that you've received their email and that you'll get back to them soon. You really should give a timeline on when they can expect to hear back from you so they know how long to wait. This allows you time to review the client and then check your availability and see if this is something you want to move forward with. I want to pause there because I feel like this is something that people don't talk about. You shouldn't take on every client. Like, not every client is going to be a good client for you. So you may be in a phase of your business where you do want to take every client because you're trialing things, but just understand that you don't have to take every client. If it doesn't serve you, if it's too far away, if things like that, not every client is going to be your client. So this is your phase where you can take a pause, put a task, give yourself a task, and really decide if this is a client you want to pursue. So let's move on to step number 2. So step number 2 in this automation is going to be 24 hours later or sooner. You're going to email them if you're moving forward with a pricing guide or a booking form or any kind of next steps that you want them to take. So this is like the next step in the journey. The client wants to work with you, you want to work with them, let's get them booked. The way that I do this is if I'm ready to work with this client, I go ahead and send them my booking form. And this allows them to select their packages, select their add-ons, sign the contract, and make that first payment. Which brings me to step number 3. 3 days later, if they don't complete that booking form or maybe didn't respond to that first email, this is where you start your follow-up. So this is going to be with a testimonial, any type of social proof that shows them what they would miss if they don't book with you. The 4th step in this automation is going to be about 7 days later. And this is going to be your final reminder before archiving their inquiry. Obviously, you can do more follow-ups if you want within these automations, but 2, 3 at least would be great for follow-ups. And then in the 5th step, if they book, celebrate. The automation is now complete because you were able to get the client from inquiry to booked. If they did not complete the booking form, if they still haven't responded to anything that you sent them, send another follow-up or take it a step further, get them on the phone. Some people are just not good at emails. Sometimes emails go to spam. So if you really want this client, take that extra step at this point to try and get them on the books before you kind of archive them or send them that email that says, hey, we're moving on, we're not holding your date, things like that. And here's why this workflow works. Clients feel seen instantly, and these strategic follow-ups keep you top of mind without feeling spammy. Okay, let's move on to the second automation, which is the 30-day pre-event questionnaire automation, also known as the no last minute chaos automation. The goal with this one is to gather all the event details without chasing after clients. And here's how it's gonna work. Step 1 is gonna be 30 days before your event. You're gonna send an automated questionnaire that's gonna ask for all of the details. This is the setup time, the colors, the logos, the special design requests. Obviously, this is going to be different for each client. So if it's a corporate client, you're gonna want logos. If it's a bride, you're gonna want maybe a photo to put on the tap to start screen. So these all are within the event questionnaire. And if you need help with an event questionnaire, I have a template that you can purchase on my website that gives you everything that you need in one thing, and you just plug and play. Step 2, 3 days later, send them a reminder email if they haven't completed it yet, or adjust that according to your needs. I like to keep it top of mind because we do need this information to be able to start the design process. Next step is going to be your final reminder, final follow-up. Really get their eyes on this, a questionnaire. I find myself not having to do more than 2 follow-ups before I am able to get the information that I need from them. You do need this information, and so if you're seeing after about 7 days that they are not responding, not reading, get them on the phone so you can get this information, get the design, get a mock-up to them, all that kind of stuff. Okay, the third automation that you need is gonna be the week of event confirmation automation. But this is the everything's on track automation. And the goal with this one is to make sure the client knows what's happening so the event day is smooth. This really presents yourself as a professional and allows you to kind of go over some of those details so that they know you know what you're doing. And the first step is gonna be, in this automation, 7 days before the event, you're gonna send final confirmation email with your arrival time, your venue info, and expectations. And really this email is going to have gaps that you can plug in this information in the email so you're not actually drafting the whole email start to finish. This is gonna be really easy for you to be like, hi, we're arriving at this time, we're using this backdrop, we're bringing these props, etc., etc. The second step is going to be the 3 days before the event. It's the reassurance email, and this is just saying, hey, we are good to go, we have everything you need, we can't wait to see you. And maybe this one is asking for confirmation for the point of contact at the venue. Get that information first of all, but make sure that you get that beforehand, not day of, not the day before. get it a couple days earlier. You have to remember, especially for bridal clients and wedding clients, they've got so much going on. They are so stressed. The last thing they need is worrying about you. You're the professional in this situation, and you're gonna show up as the professional. And so make sure you have all the information you need way before the event day. All right, the fourth must-have automation for photo booth owners is gonna be your post-event follow-up and review request automation. And this is the get those 5-star reviews automation. The goal for this is going to be securing client reviews without awkward follow-ups. And so here's how it's gonna work. Within 24 to 48 hours after the event, I would err on the side of 24, send thank you emails with a review link. So if you have a Google review link, whatever you have, send that review link, and then send a gallery link or whatever photos, the zip file, however you send the photos to your client, send that in this email as well. The second step would be 7 days later, just a friendly reminder if they haven't left a review, give them the link again. Maybe they got busy. Bridal clients are going to be exhausted from their wedding. They may even be on their honeymoon, and so it'd be crazy to expect them to give a review within 24 hours of the event. But a corporate client, absolutely. Remind them 7 days after and just tell them like, hey, we're really looking to improve our services. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And this will typically prompt them to send a review. And for the most part, the sooner you ask for a review, the more likely they are to leave one. When you let a lot of time pass, it takes it away from being top of mind. So maybe even in that second or third reach out, you can include a photo or include a recap of the experience, a reel that you made, anything to kind of bring that top of mind so that they can place themselves back in that experience, how much fun they had, and then give you a stellar review. Okay, so that was the high level breakdown of automations. There is so much more that goes into this. Again, this is something that I actually work with clients doing and setting up from start to finish. Typically this costs about, depending on, I have more information on my website, but this is typically between a $750 to $2,000 setup just because there's so many emails involved. A lot of work goes into setting up automations correctly, but my hope is that you have this outline and you know kind of what automations to start working on within HoneyBook, and you can get that process started. I really wanted to do and share more, but I can't have this video be hours long. I'm gonna be working on a HoneyBook automation course where I'll walk you through everything from setting it up in real time, giving you pre-written email templates for all of these emails, all of these follow-up emails that you're gonna be able to copy and paste in the HoneyBook. So if you're interested, I have an interest sign up email list for updates down in the description. So check it out. If you want start to finish help with HoneyBook, I offer those services as well on my website, ownyourmoment.co. I offer blank event questionnaires that you can plug and play your information in. I also offer custom booking forms and custom event questionnaires. So if you want something done for you, I've been able to help dozens of photo booth owners with their event questionnaires and booking forms, and I would love to help you too. This is a very limited offer service because it does take a lot of time to set up and do. But you can find more information on my website. So there you have it. That is HoneyBook Automations 2.0 and how to use it to book more clients with less stress. If you have found it helpful, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more photo booth business tips. And if you haven't signed up for HoneyBook yet, do that. Save 30% with my link down below. And we'll see you guys on the next one.